guys, take a look at this headline. It says 2027 polls. Let Tinubu finish what he started. Gbajabiamila begs northern ex-lawmakers. So they are begging the north to not abandon Tinubu, because Tinubu knows that, see, if they not abandon him, he's in a very big trouble. You know, he does not really have the South on his side, considering the fact that he lost in Lagos. So Tinubu knows that the North has got a lot of role to play for him. And now that some Northerners are already abandoning him, like an interviewer in a video on Channels Television said, Tinubu is afraid losing the North. And you can see it now, but Gbajabiamila is now begging Northerners not to abandon Tinubu. Now, this person reacted to that headline and said, waste Nigerians' time for another 4 years, same begging Buhari and his cabal begged, and in the end, Nigerians lost. Nigerians do not have forever to keep allowing old, tired, futureless leaders who have nothing else at stake continue to waste their time. That is one of the responses, because there are a lot of reaction. People have been blastering Gbajabiamila, you know, for coming out to ask Nigerians to wait for Tinubu to finish what he started. Nigerians are even wondering, what is it that he started? Is it the fuel, the subsidy removal? Is it the hunger in the line? Is it the hardship? Is it the insecurity? I mean, a whole lot of challenges Nigerians are facing today. Anyway, guys, that's not even, you know, the topic. Now, some people ask Grok. If you know, Grok is an AI owned by Elon Musk that is used on Twitter, and this Grok is very good at providing you with information. In short, if you have any question you want to ask about these politicians, just go. Grok will give you very good information on that. Now, someone asked Grok to give him the best governors Nigeria had ever had. Guess who came first? Hey, guess who came first? Peter Obi came first. Unbelievable. So guys, in short, without much talking, just take your time and analyze this, and also you can follow some of these Twitter handles on the social media, so that you'll be getting all this information and also know that what we are giving you guys here is the facts. So just take your time, watch this video, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Now take a look.
Mr. Peter Obi's biggest problem as a governor, his greatest sin as a politician, was his inability to invest in the media. His failure to invest in the media as a governor is the reason why today there are some quarters across the country that of people speaking ill or underrating his achievements while he was running Anambra State. And so somebody made a submission, asked Grok a question. For those that are wondering, Grok is actually the AI tool powered by X, formerly known as Twitter. And somebody asked Grok a question, that can you list the best governors in the history of Nigeria? And Grok, I'm going to read it verbatim. You can see it on your screen. Based on development indices, infrastructure, education, health, transparency from UNDP, World Bank, media reports from 1999 to 2025. Here's a list of 10 highly regarded Nigerian governors. Number 1, Peter Obi, Anambra State from 2006 to 2014. His fiscal prudence and dedication. Babatunde Fashola comes in second, Lagos 2007-2015. Urban infrastructure. Donald Duke comes in third, Cross River 1999-07, tourism environment at number 4, Nasir El Rufai, Kaduna State number 5, Babagana Zulum number 6, Dave Umahi, 7, Alex Oti, 8, Sheyi Makinde, 9, Godwin Obaseki, 10, Mohammed Bago. These are, according to Grok, the top 10 governors ever since the Fourth Republic happened in 1999 up until date. And for Mr. Peter Obi's case, he did not go around with vuvuzelas like the governors of today, branding everything he did across the media, but this man changed lives. This man turned around Anambra State. Anambra State was one of the most unsafe states in Nigeria. Anambra State was one of the most least educated states in the country. Anambra State had no motorable roads in the country. Anambra had no healthcare system. The state was a mini Nigeria until this man became. Anambra State was the first state and the only state in the history of Nigeria that a sitting governor was kidnapped. Anambra State was the only state in Nigeria up until today that the government house was burnt down. Cabals were running that state amok until this man came in. and transformed that state and made the state the safest state in Nigeria, as stated by the Inspector General of Police at that time, Abubakar. He did not just change the security apparatus and turned Anambra to the safest state. He took Anambra State from one of the worst states in education and took them to the very top in WAEC and NECO. He did all these things. Healthcare. He built a 10-lane superhighway in Onitsha Head Bridge. Anybody that knows about Onitsha Head Bridge will tell you about the travel time. If you're traveling from the west to the north and you're passing through Onitsha, people spend nights, especially during the festive seasons. People spend nights just in Onitsha. This man built 10-lane superhighway in Onitsha. Federal project. This man built over 800 kilometers of roads. This man built from ground up the Anambra State University, Ibariam campus. He built it from ground up. Built the Anambra State Teaching Hospital. This man he touched every single place of governance in Anambra State. And he was leaving, he left that state with approximately close to 32 billion naira and over $150 million. This man performed exceptionally great, but he failed in advertising the great works he did. And years later, people are asking, what did he do in Anambra State? This is just the few I can say in this short period of time for you guys to understand that there's no governor, as agreed by Grok and ChatGPT and every other AI tool you can ask, that can stand where Peter Obi stands. And I hope you understand and have learned from his mistakes. I believe he has learned from his mistakes and he understands how effective the media can be as a tool in shaping narratives and in pushing out what you do in governance. Because if you don't talk, Nigerians will never know. Welcome to my pep talk.
One said even if Peter Obi swore by a shrine, they still wouldn't believe him. Another called for a psychiatric evaluation, not a debate, not a policy critic, a mental assessment. That is where we are now, in a political space where promising to step down after 4 years, not stealing, not rigging, but stepping down after 4 years is what provokes the loudest outrage. You see, the attacks on Peter Obi's vow aren't about logic. They are about fear, a very specific kind of fear. The fear that someone might actually mean what they say. The political class is shaken, not because one man said he served a term and leave, but because he has a track record that makes that vow believable. That's what unsettles them. The words weren't loud, but the credibility behind them was deafening. Let's talk about the psychiatric comment. It came from someone who holds a title as a professor of economics, a former CBN governor, and yet someone who once confused banks with burials in a weak attempt to discredit Obi's legacy in Anambra State. So if we are going to examine someone's mental fitness for public commentary, maybe we'll start with those struggling to separate lending institutions from production industries. The truth is, these criticisms aren't new. They are recycled responses to something Nigerian politics doesn't know how to process. That is intentional brevity. A man saying, I don't want to stay forever, that doesn't fit the script. Because in this system, politicians don't just run for office, they try to occupy it like ancestral land. They don't exist, they expire. Record shows Lincoln did 4 years, Mandela 1 term, Yar'Adua didn't even finish it. Yet, many Nigerians still this day regard him with more respect than those who completed 2 terms and left the country worse than they met it. What Peter Obi has done consistently is offer measurable structured leadership that doesn't depend on political theatrics or tribal alliances. He says, hold me accountable for 48 months, and instead of applause, they mock him because they can't imagine power being let go willingly. In the past weeks, there were distractions around internal party squabbles, questions around coalition, but those narratives didn't stick. So now they've turned into something more absurd. He wants to serve only 1 term. This man must be unserious. They are no longer asking what will he do about poverty, about insecurity, about corruption. They are now obsessed whether he will overstay his welcome. That's desperation. 4 years of proper planning is better than 8 years of recycled slogans. And frankly, in the hands of someone prepared like Peter Obi, 48 months is long enough to break the spine of systemic corruption, rebuild trust, and move Nigeria from rent-seeking to productivity. It is not how long, it is how well. It is the truth at the time. Take care and have a nice day.
Somebody should help me tell Kenneth Okonkwo. Money help me carry and confront seats. Cause all of now when you Peter Obi get fame, come the online they talk like idiots. Or Google see help me do. Yes! A lot of you use this man's name to get political position, get social media relevance, and then you abandon him for the highest bidder. I say Google help me. You all bastards are the problem of this country. You cannot be straightforward. You cannot stay one place and demand for what is right. I just watch it. I got come over road. No, in a junction you there. I just watched one of his interview. I need a strong man. I'm picking a strong candidate. That's why I'm picking. No, let me even pack and ask you now. Please, define strength for me. No, somebody may not be like say I shout. Let's calm down now. I don't want to shout. Define strength for me. But define I be made a put slap inside your face. You people are the problem. Tomorrow morning, everybody voice go change. See, Kenneth will be forgotten at all. We are forgotten about you. Before the invention of CD plates, you were already forgotten. Your era end for cassettes. But the moment you mention Peter Obi, we say, okay. Just maybe it gets sense. Maybe it don't get sense. But this is why you have been in APC. You've been in APC for over 7 years. Following in obscurity. But maybe it don't get sense. And now you're coming. I'm watching your interview. You're saying you gave Obi relevance. Now Google help me twist your tongue. All of you. Hear it from my mouth. You are all betrayers. You are all saboteurs. And I wake up in the morning and decide not to say it. Let me just say it now that it's hot. Tag him, Kenneth Okonkwo. All of you that use Peter Obi to climb, to come back to limelight. If for your satisfaction and now think you have a say, now Google help me punish you now. I'll watch the interview go front. Watch and come back. Let me see that he will say, oh, the time I was with him, this man is not what you people think, oh. This man is corrupt, oh, that's why I'm no longer here. Oh. Nothing tangible. We need a strong man. Let me tell you something. If Atiku had the strength, the will, the agility, the humanity. This next election, rig and die. Rig and die. One person. Sorry, go there. Voila. You go wind up my do this video. Rig and die. So 2027 is not cho rig and die. Carry everything. As you vote, stand they look your votes. If they say why you carry license go, you say yes or because who wants if that ballot won't kill you? It's after your life, they're after our life. Rig and die. That's so 2027 with all the rubbish going on. See the way other countries are treating Nigerians like slaves. South Africa go do their own. Don't do Ghana self, Tanzania, everybody. They do Nigeria like say we be Osua, but what is that they call them? Rig and die. 2027. I know. So for say they wait for them now. We for not they wait. They say we don't know say he escape Reverend Father. Rig and die. Defend your vote. Everybody charge your phone, carry power bank, carry umbrella, stay for be on live video. We go share power bank. Drone go they fly for up, rig and die. That's the only thing that can save this country. That one and even the country reach 2027. So far, I enter market now. It be like everything is times 10. See packet of Indomie. How many times one family one chop Indomie finish? Rig and die. Just die. All of you die. Whew.
So guys, you can see what we are saying. Honestly, I'm just going to take you through some of the reactions, buzz that Gbajabiamila received. Coming to tell Nigerians, please wait for Tinubu to finish another 4 years. I mean, Tinubu is going to be the most disgraced politician in Nigeria because of all these things they are doing. Honestly, these people, they don't even care about the plight of an ordinary Nigerian. You see how people are crying of hunger. These politicians, they behave as if they don't care. None of them can say, okay, this month I want to give my salary, I want to give 50%, I want to help the people in my community, I want to help Nigerians, I want to pay school fees. You don't hear that from these politicians. Peter Obi is the only one that has been going around, sharing money even to students and helping out students in their challenges. This person said, okay, let me take you through some of the reactions. Like this person said, you mean hunger, insecurity, unavoidable death, sorrow, plus further dividing Nigeria with ethnic bigotry and hubris. On top election where you know win, No, thanks. As in, no, we don't want. These are reactions to Gbajabiamila begging Northerners not to abandon Tinubu. Now, another person reacted again and said, all of you are going back to Lagos, where you came from. Take your tribalism and get the fuck out of the national politics. Another person said, no way, he should gather you all and return to your useless Lagos. Nigeria. So this man said, Baja, no, please. By the time Bat is done with us in this tenure, Nigerians will be crying blood, and our tears must have dried up. Hunger is already the order of the day, and political corruption is at its peak level, at its highest level, since independence. Enough is enough. ADC to the rescue. This person say ADC should just come and save Nigeria. This person say waste Nigeria. Okay, this is the one I've already read. And then another person say, if we allow hunger will finish common Nigerian, while his friend will eat and throw away. So no way for that too. Hey, Nigerians, they vex, honestly. But Gbajabiamila made a very big mistake to have come out to say Nigerians should wait for Tinubu. And now this other person say, northern ex-lawmakers will collect you and Ghana must go back and still support whoever they want. Tinubu has suffered the image of the country. This person say, hell no. By the time he finished, nothing will be left. He and his Lagos cartel have to go for prosperity and security of this country. Okay, him and his Lagos cartel have to go for the prosperity, for the prosperity and the security of this country, that they have to go. This person, let him continue and loot in Abi weary. Another person said, Tinubu must go back to a Rabiju. Enough of the damage he has inflicted on us. So guys, a whole lot. I don't even know if I can read. Let me take this last one. It's unfortunate that the level of nepotism in this government is threatening his re-election. If Tinubu had upheld federal character and galvanized the southern Nigeria through unity, by now anybody trying to unseat him will just be engaging in efforts in futility. You don't govern country through divide and rule strategy and still expect an all-out support. Tinubu did well with the tax reform and subsidy removal, but undid his works with via nepotism, tribalistic gesture, and clear negligence of peace, unity, and nationhood. So, you see, majority of the people are saying Tinubu should go back to Lagos with his group. I don't know what you make of this. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Thank you.